As we last time we learned about the how to find the zeros and the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Today we are going to learn about the how to find the zeros or the roots of a quadratic equation. It is the 10th standard NCERT textbook. NCERT textbook, and the exercise is the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. In that exercise number 4.2, finding the roots of quadratic equation. Roots of quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. In that we have to find that there are the two methods are there. One is the finding the quadratic roots of a quadratic equation by the factorization method. Factorization method. And another one is called the formula method. Formula method. Now first we are going to find that roots. So in this we are going to learn about the factorization method. Prime factors of the given terms, that is called the bx in the term. So first, this is the standard form of a quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In that this middle term, we are finding the two numbers such that if we multiply, then it will come these numbers. This one multiplication means acx square we got, and the middle term is the plus bx. The variables is x, so here also x, and we are finding the b. This value, the two numbers such that if the multiply, then it will come the acx square. If the add or subtract, then we get the b. Like that, let's checking the questions from the exercise. The first question from the exercise 4.2 from the NCERT, CBSE or state syllabus anywhere. The question is given here like this: find the roots of the quadratic equation by the factorization method. Find the roots of the quadratic equation. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. In that we have to find the roots of this one. Means if factorization method, so first one a and the c, this term we are multiplying it. We multiplied it. So after multiplying, we got the minus 10x square. Now we have to get that middle term is the minus 3x, and this minus 3x, if we find the two numbers such that if we multiply, then we get the minus 10x square. If we add or subtract, then we get the minus 3x. So that number such that, so 1 into 10 it gives the 10, 2 into 5 it gives the 10, and next 5 into 2 it gives the 10. 10 we get. Variable x variable will come. But which number give? Suppose that 10 plus 1 11, we not get it. 10 minus 1 9, not getting it. So there these numbers are we getting this one. So the numbers are the 2 and 5. If we multiply 2 and 5, we get the 10. If we add or subtract, then we get the 3. So now the bigger number is the 5. So this will come minus, this will come plus. Behalf of that, we can write it the numbers like this: x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. We are taking the common between 2's now. So here common, x minus 5, and here 2 is the common, so x minus 5 is equal to 0. Then main common, x minus 5 is the main common, remaining is the x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now this is either this is 0 or this is 0. So we are writing both x minus 5 is equal to 0, either x plus 2 is equal to 0. We are taking it, you know already linear equation, how to solve the linear equation in one variable. So it can become x is equal to 5, and this will become x is equal to minus 2. So this we can call in that polynomials we read then called the alpha and beta. Now we are telling here the roots of the roots of this equation is 5 and minus 2. Roots of this equation is 5 comma minus 2. These are the roots of this one. Next we are taking the another question for the same purpose. Question number 2 in the exercise 4.2. Question number 2 says that exercise 4.2 that all questions will be solved in that. Question number first main, second one. First main, second one, it is written 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. We are finding the two numbers such that like this only. So minus 12x square, doing it, so it plus x So here two numbers will come 4 and 3. X-axis is there. Greater number is the plus, smaller number is minus. Because of here minus sign is there. So we can write 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Taking the common, 2x common is there. Into x plus 2 will come. Here minus 3 common. X plus 2 is equal to 0. Then x plus 2 is the main common. Remaining 2x minus 3 I equal to 0. Either this is 0 or this is 0. So we can find the x plus 2 is equal to 0 and 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Hence these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Next question number 3, in that we are going same as it is. Third question in that given it is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Find the roots of the quadratic equation. Roots of the quadratic equation. So we are writing it first this number multiply. So it will become the 5 to the 10, 10x square, breaking into two part. Middle term is the plus 7x. X will be the variable. Now we are writing here root 2 and root 2 and the 5. 2 and 5. This will become the 10 and 7. It is. So the greater number it is plus is there here everywhere. So plus will come. So number will become root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Now we can write it in that common taken, 2x common taken, root 2x. So remaining here in that remaining x and here root 2x remaining, here 5 taken common. So here x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now we can write it like this. X plus root 2 is main common. Remaining is root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now we can write it like this. X plus root 2 is equal to 0 or root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. We can write it x is equal to minus root 2 and here we can write x is equal to minus 5 by root 2. These are the two roots of the quadratic equation. I hope you are understanding. If you are understanding, please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel if you are new or while newly watching on the YouTube. Next question number 4, in that first main question number 4 given. Now we are not going to do this, that splits. Now we are directly I will write the numbers. 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equal to 0. This is the in fraction form. So first of all we have to make that in that way. Multiply the total equation by the 8. So 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now again like that only. So we can write 16x square, it like this, plus 16x square. If we break down into the middle part is the minus 8x. So what are the 16x give? Minus 4x and minus 4x. Give the minus 8 and this will become. So minus 4x, again minus 4x on behalf of middle term, plus 1 is equal to 0. Now common taking 2's in common in 2's. So 4x common taken. So 4x minus 1 and nothing common means minus 1 common. 1 is a common. 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Either this is 0, main common is become the 4x minus 1 and 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Either this is 0 or this is 0. So 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Otherwise 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to what become 1 by 4. Here also x is equal to 1 by 4. Hence these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Now first main fifth question. Question number 5. We are learning the finding the roots of quadratic equation by the factorization method. So here 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equal to 0. If directly writing numbers, 100x square minus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0. I hope you understand now how it is this number came. That only say multiply the first term and last term, C term, A and C term multiplied and then finding the middle term, that one. Taking the common between toes. So 10x common, so 10x minus 1. Here minus 1 common taken, so 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Either this main common 10x minus 1 and 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Either this is 0 or this is 0. Both writing 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to become 1 by 10. Here also x is equal to 1 by 10. I hope you know this how it comes, because of it is linear equation in one variable that we are solution done. Now we are going same exercise, second main. Second main says that question number third, find the two. Second question number 2, it is given example question. Example question given, it will be solved up. Question number 3 we are going, lastly it will be solved up. Question number 3 says, find the two number whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Question given, find the two numbers whose sum is 27 and product whose sum of squares is product is 182. This is the question given. We are going to find this question now. Suppose that find the two numbers whose sum is 27 and the product is 182. Let one number is x. Then what is the another number? If total sum of the two numbers is the 127, one number is x, then what is the second number? Second number, let the another number will become the 27 minus x. Because of total sum is the 27, means if one number we taken out, that remaining number automatically. One example we take, suppose that this one. If one number is 27, so one number 13, so another number what become 14 automatically. Now we are making the and product is. So one number is x and the product of this one, another number is what? 27 minus x is equal to what given? 182. This is the equation we come now. We are solving this equation. So 27x minus x square is equal to 182. Now we are transposing it. The equation become minus x square plus 27x is equal to 182. Now suppose that I multiply this one, it can return x square plus 27x minus 182 is equal to 0. Now total term here have to multiply by the minus, then it will become the x square minus 27x minus 182 plus 182 is equal to 0. Now we are finding the two numbers by the factorization method. So two numbers, if that first number multiply, now before that question number first meaning that we read, x square minus 14x minus 13x plus 82 is equal to 0. Now taking common in between two, x common, x minus 14, here taken minus 13 common, x minus 14 is equal to 0. Then x minus 14 is the main common, x minus 13 is the another number, another common, that either this is 0 or this is now 0. X minus 14 is equal to 0, x minus 13 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 14 and x is equal to 13. So the two numbers whose sum is 27 and the product is 182 are the 13 and 14. The numbers are 13 and 14. Let's question number 4. What the question number 4 says? Exercise 4.2, question number 4. Question number 4 says that find two consecutive integers. Consecutive integers means what? Means continuous. Continuous numbers means if one number is x, so another number x plus 1. This number, another number x plus 1 plus 1. These are the continuous numbers. Means suppose that 1, 2, 3, 4, like on, so on, like this it is. So these are the consecutive numbers. To find the two numbers whose consecutive numbers whose sum of squares is is 365. Two numbers, consecutive two numbers whose sum of squares. Let one number is x. Let one number is x. Then another number what we can consecutive. Another number will become the x plus 1. And they're telling it is sum of squares. square done, square done, square done, sum plus done is equal to how much is given? 365 given. Now we are solving it. So it can be written x square plus a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square you know already. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. In that we are solving this one. A is equal to x, b is equal to 1, then we can write x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 365. 365 we can write. Now we are solving it. So x square become the 2x square plus 2x plus 1, and this number transposing the right hand side to the LHS side, it become minus 365 is equal to 0. We can write it like this also, x square 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. Now we can divide this to whole equation by the 2. Whole equation by the 2, so we can get x square plus x minus divide 364 divided by the 2 is equal to become the 182. Now is equal to 0. Just before that only we done it like this. So which are the numbers? Already I hope you know. X square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. This number last question, just question number 3rd we done it. X is common taken, x plus 14, and minus 13 common taken, x plus 14 is equal to what? 0. Now in that x plus 14 is the main common and x minus 13 remaining is equal to 0. Either this is 0 or this is 0. So we can write x plus 14 is equal to 0, x minus 13 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 14, that is not applicable, and x is equal to 13. So one number is the 13, another number what? One number is 13. First number is 13. One number is 13, then another number we written already x plus 1. Another number what written? X plus 1 is equal to what? 13 plus 1 is equal to 14. So the two numbers whose sum is square of the sums, square of the numbers sum is what? 182 or 365. That numbers are there. Now we are doing the question number next one, that is the question number 5 of the exercise 4.2 NCERT textbook 10th standard. Question number 5 given that the altitude of a right angle triangle, altitude of right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. Suppose that this is a question number 5 important question. So here it is a right angle triangle given. A, B, C is a right angle triangle, B has right angle at B. In the telling the altitude of right angle triangle 7 centimeter of its base, less than base. This is the altitude. This is called the altitude. Altitude means height of that one. So it is 7 centimeter less than. So suppose that base, this is the base, this is the altitude, this is the hypotenuse. Let base is equal to x centimeter or x meter. So this x unit, so it will become the what? X minus 7 unit or centimeter it become. Now in that it is given hypotenuse is 13. This hypotenuse given the 13 unit or 13 centimeter given it is. We have to find the what is the base and what is the height. Now we know that in right angle triangle we always have to use the Pythagoras theorem. So what is the Pythagoras theorem says? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is the called Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. AC value what given to us? Let base is equal to x. I thought let base is equal to x. Then the altitude will become x minus 7 because of 7 centimeter less it is. AC how much given? 13 square is equal to AB square. AB, this is the AB. X minus 7 square. X minus 7 is square plus BC how much given? We suppose that x it is. X. So what will become? 13 square what? 169 is equal to A minus B whole square. A minus B whole square already you know. A minus B whole square is equal to A square minus 2AB minus 2AB plus B square. So here A is equal to x, B is equal to 7. So it will become the x square minus 14x plus 49 plus x square. X square. Now we can solve it. Next one. It becomes the 169 is equal to x square plus x square 2x square minus 14x plus 49. Now we can take and go this one like this can written 2x square minus 14x plus 49. This number will go that side, left hand side to the right hand side. It will go, it will become the minus 169 is equal to what remaining? 0 remaining. Now we can write 2x square minus 14x minus, in that we are doing the this one, so it will be remaining how much? 120. (169 minus 49 is equal to 120 is equal to 0. We can divide it by the 2, so it will become the x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. This number we got. Now we are solving this one by the factorization method. So taken this equation upside, x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. So finding the two numbers such that if we multiply, then it will become the 60x square minus 60x square. If we add or subtract, then we get the 7. So the numbers are x square minus 60x square, breaking two numbers such that like this minus 7x will come, and we have to get the 60. So number 12 and x is there, 12 5 is 60. In that, if this is the minus, this is the plus, 12 and minus 12 plus 5 is equal to minus 7. So minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. Then x common taken, x minus 12 plus 5 common taken, x minus 12 is equal to 0 came. X minus 12 is the main common, remaining x plus 5 is equal to 0. Either this is 0 or this is 0. X minus 12 is equal to 0, otherwise x plus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to what? 12, or x is equal to minus 5. Minus 5 is not applicable. Why? Because of it is the length or breadth or the distance cannot be in the negative. So this is the not applicable. So the base of the triangle, we thought the base, this in the triangle we thought this is the base, this is the axis, this means 12 centimeter. So what is the height? X minus 7 we taken, minus 7 centimeter less, so it will become the 12 minus 5 is equal to 12 minus 7 is equal to 5 centimeter. So base of that triangle is the base 12 centimeter, and the altitude or height of the triangle is the 7 minus 7, so 5 centimeter it is. That is the answer of this question. Next we are going question number 6. Question number 6 in that, and that is the last question of that one. Question number 6 in this exercise. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. Some numbers that X it is produced. It was observed on a particular that the cost of a production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of article produced on that day. If the total cost of the production on that day was 90 rupees, find the number of articles produced in that each cost.